Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of my Escape from Tarkov wishlist series that I'm doing. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Hope you guys are finding some sort of value in it. Even if it's just a concept that you didn't know, that you didn't think of, and maybe it's like, oh, that could be cool, or okay, that's not a good idea, right? It's just a little open discussion I'm having with you guys. Sharing my experiences with the game and what I think could make it better or more fun or more immersive, whatever it may be. Now, this is going to be kind of like not a wrap up of the series, but the last episode until I hear some feedback from you guys. So this will cover open world concepts, right? I mean, we've all heard that the game is going to go open world at some point. I want to cover some ideas that I have for open world and what can make it even a better experience than what the classic open world games consist of. But you let me know down in the comments below, right? Do you guys want to see more of these types of videos on things that I hope the game gets added to the game or changes in the game? Let me know. I think the next couple videos I'm going to do are going to cover gear and that kind of stuff. So on Tuesday's video, not 2 days ago, but this coming Tuesday, I'm going to do my 3 favorite budget builds for Tarkov. So if you're interested in that and that kind of vibes with you, then feel free to check it out. But today this episode will cover like I said, open world concepts, and it will be kind of like the last episode until I maybe get some better ideas from you guys, right? I can cover so much stuff in this game. I can cover kit, right? I can cover your gear that you wear, your headphones, your helmet, your rigs. I can cover guns. I can cover attachments for guns. I can cover the flea market. So if there's anything like that you want me to cover in a wish list type format like this, where I just go over stuff that I'd like to see changed or added upon, let me know down in the comments below. But this will be the kind of the wrap up for a little while until I get some feedback from you guys. So without further ado, let's hop in to Escape from Tarkov and talk about some of these open world concepts that I have. All right, guys, we are in Escape from Tarkov. So there are 2 kind of big ideas that have floated around my head for open world. And one of them is the traditional open world where everything is interconnected, right? You load in, and then now you have the whole map of Escape from Tarkov in your hands, right? You can go anywhere. And it's more of like a classic open world, right? You go in, you loot up, you do the quest, you turn them in, blah, 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 blah. We all know how open world works, right? There would probably be a trader center, or there would be individual traders in certain maps. But one other idea that I had is to keep it instance based, right? And who knows what Battle State Games what their final decision is, and what their thought process is for making this an open world game. But I know that they're already working on map to map travel within raid, right? So one thing that Nikita stated was that their idea for labs is you have to go into factory, you have to go from factory to labs, and then in order to extract, you have to go from labs to streets, and then extract back to your stash, your hideout, whatever it may be. Now, I like the idea of map-to-map travel before open world, because it gives us, the players, an opportunity to test how these maps relate to each other and connect to each other, and how it all works before they just jump into an open world concept. And I like the idea of traveling map-to-map within a raid, right? One of the concepts I had is, what if each extract on a map tied to another map, or maybe back to your hideout, or back to like a trader center, you have your hideout, that's where your player lives, that's where your stash is, kind of how it is now, but it wouldn't have this inventory unless you're in your stash. Your main screen would be this screen. This is your home screen. And then you go in, right? And now you access your stash. You'd have to actually walk up to it to get to this screen. And then you can leave. So let's just enter the hideout really quick so I can show you guys what I'm talking about, right? So let's say you open up the game. This is maybe you like start the game over here. You wake up from your bed, right? You're in your hideout. You can run over here to your stash, equip your shit you need, and then you can leave. And leaving out this door will take you to the tunnel extracts on the maps, right? So there is the ZB bunkers on woods. There is the ZB bunkers on customs. What else is there? There's the bunker extract on reserve, and the that bottom bunker, not bunker, but that bottom extract on factory, the one under forklift, right? Those are the kind of the top ones that stick out in my head. Maybe the room extract on interchange, the one that let me think, sorry, the one on interchange that you have to have the key card for. You swipe it like the toilet comes down, you swipe the card, and then you run downstairs. That could take you to your hideout, or that's where you could spawn, right? So you're in your hideout, you go in here, right? And instead of saying switch to security, you open this gate. And obviously, I'm sorry, it's hard to see right now, guys. I'm sure it's probably pitch black. I haven't upgraded my illumination yet. But you open this main gate, and then you walk up the stairs, and then there's a door. And on the door, there's like a scroll wheel, like it says for open, breach, whatever. But it shows the maps. It shows woods, customs, interchange, shoreline, factory. And you pick that one, and you press F, and then it opens the door and walks in, and the screen goes black. And maybe then it's like the normal loading into a raid like thing where your character's standing there, whatever. And then when you spawn in at those tunnel extracts. So I'm gonna run over to customs really quick just to give you guys an example of what I'm talking about here. All right, guys, we are in customs. So back over in that area is where the bunker extracts are, the ZB bunkers, and then the other ZB that's in the new area where you have to turn the power on. So that's kind of where you could spawn in, and I'll run over there in just a second. But while I'm on the custom side, I kind of want to show you guys this example. So let's say you leave your hideout, you spawn back there on the boiler side, and you do whatever you need to do on customs, and now you're ready to extract. So you have a few options, right? If you want to go back to your hideout, then you have to go to one of the bunker extracts, right? And maybe they limit it in some ways, so that way players can't just like spawn in and extract right away. Maybe you have to travel to another bunker area in order to get a survive, or however they want to do it there, right? That's up to Battlestate Games. This is just a concept that I have, right? But let's say you're extracting, and if it's a non-bunker extract, it will not take you to your stash, your hideout, right? So let's say you're using trailer park extract. Maybe this takes you to woods, right? And maybe cut the crossroads extract over here down on that corner. Maybe that takes you to shoreline. And these are just examples, right? This isn't like how the maps could actually interconnect. These are just examples. I'm not trying to like say that, you know, this over there is woods and over there is shoreline. I'm just saying that they have the opportunity to give us the option to go to a different map within the same raid we came from, or we spawned into originally. So, right, like let's say you have to mark the ambulances on shoreline for therapist, and maybe let's do, I'm trying to think, maybe you have to do the golden zibbo for skier, right? So you have dorms, and you have on customs, and then you have the ambulances on shoreline. You could start in your hideout, you could get all your kit ready, good to go, and then you pick customs, right? Let's say you want to go customs first. You spawn into customs. Of course, it starts to rain a little bit, and you spawn on the overall by all the bunkers. So you run over to dorms, you grab the golden zibbo, and then you run over here and you plant it in the cabin. Now you need to go to shoreline, and maybe you don't want to go back to your hideout, right? Maybe you just did your quests and you don't have any kit or any gear that you want to extract and get that found and raid tick on. So you're like, all right, let's just go to shoreline. Let's get that quest done while we're out and about. So then you come over here and you extract to the crossroads extract. Let's run over here really quick and I can show you what I'm talking about. Right? And maybe this extract is something where you come over here and you have to open this door, right? And then you walk through and it's like a 5-second extract window, and then it goes black. It plays the little loading screen, and now you're in shoreline. And I think that's a really cool way to make it a little bit more of an immersive experience, connecting these maps together and having us be able to travel to different maps within one raid. So I'm gonna run down to the other side of the map to the bunker area just to kind of give you guys an idea of what it'd be like spawning into a map from your hideout. All right, guys, so while I'm running over there, I figured I could touch on these chance-based extracts. So you have CP fence, and then over there you have the smuggler's boat. Now I think these could be opportunities to go to maybe a different map, right? So maybe you have trailer park that takes you to woods. You have Crossroads over there that takes you to Shoreline, and then maybe one of these, maybe this one or that one could take you to Interchange or a different map or whatever it may be, right? So it's like, oh, I need to go to Interchange to do this quest. Well, let's see if CP fence is open. You run over there, it's not open. You're like, all right, we'll go back to the hideout, you know, we'll get our stuff unloaded, and then we'll just go straight into Interchange from there, right? So that's one option that they could do with the chance based ones, right? And it could be kind of annoying and frustrating to, like, maybe you need to go to Interchange, but that extract isn't working. So then maybe they could do something to where, like, maybe there's a guaranteed extract on Shoreline or Woods for Interchange. So that's something that I wanted to add in there really quick. But let's keep our momentum going and get over to the bunkers. All right, guys, we are on the boiler side of the map now, and of course it started raining a little bit heavier. Sorry if it's harder to hear me. So there's a few options here for these spawns, right? So you have old gas, right? You have that bunker down there. Let me jump over the wall here and we can go over the other ones. Before I leave, you have the big Alamo type building and the bunker down there. And then you have the ZB13, I think it's 13, or no, sorry, ZB12. And this is a chance based, right? So if this light's on, you can take that. So that's another one that could take you, that could spawn you in or take you out depending on how long you've been in the raid. All right, guys, we are coming up on ZB11 now. So this is the guaranteed extract that you could either extract from or spawn into, right? So if you were to leave your hideout, right, maybe you load in like this, and now you're loaded into the match, and now you come up from here, and now you're in the map. And you can do whatever you need to do and then go from there, right? I'm gonna go in here because it's a little bit quieter from the rain. So it's just a little concept I have, right? Having these different extracts that can link you to different maps or different parts of the game. Another thing that I thought of too is all of the car extracts. So you have the one at dorms, you have the one on Woods on the bridge, you have the one on Interchange by the power station. All of those type of like car extracts, right? You could use them in two different ways. You could pay them 3,000 rubles to take your backpack to your hideout, right? So let's say you're in customs, you kill a couple PMCs, you're thick, you're overweight, you go to dorms. Oh, the car's there. You pay them 3,000 rubles. They take your backpack. They go. When you get to your hideout, your backpack's in your hideout. Whether that's on the stairs by the front door. Maybe that's in your stash if there's room, you know, they could do that different ways. And then you could pay them maybe like 7,000 or 8,000 rubles to take you to either a different car extract, like where they're placed on the map, or a trading center. So let's say that there is a trading center, right? And it's just one central area, and that's one of the options from the bunker, right? From your hideout is you can go to the traders. From the traders section, and obviously I can't show this because there's not one that exists, right? But it's like a safe zone. You have other players there, which could be really funny with VoIP once that's implemented. And then from there's a couple different ways to extract from the trading center. So you could take a car extract, and that will take you to any of the 3 maps that use them, or 4. I can't remember if there's one on Shoreline. I don't think there is. And then the other option is like a bunker, right? And that could take you to these bunker infills that are on these maps. So I think having some sort of trading center could be really sick too, because it would give the players an actual physical location to go and do their business with the traders, buy stuff, sell stuff, whatever. And it could also if there's VoIP in the game, it could give players a chance to group up, right? Maybe you go to the trading center, there's VoIP enabled. You're like, hey guys, I need to plant this thing for delivery from the pass on factory. Can I please get 4 other people in here just to help me out, you know? And there could be a chance of team killing in that situation, but if they're cool enough people, they'll help you out, right? They'll let you plant that thing and get out and get that quest done. Don't have to worry about it. So I think it could bring a cool little situation to the game, a cool little aspect where it's not fully open world yet, but it's more open world-ish than it is now, right? You're not in a menu the whole time. you know, getting your kit ready, and then you're in a menu for the traders, and then you have to accept all the quests, and now you're loading into a raid, right? It's like, all right, you boom, you spawn into the game as a fresh PMC level 1 fresh wipe. You're in your hideout. Everything's kind of gross and old and scuffed, and then you maybe get a basic kit on. You go to the traders, you accept your, and it's one big area with all these other PMCs, accept your tasks, buy what you need, and then from the trading center you can go out and go to these maps, right? You can take the car extract straight to dorms, and they would have to do something. They'd either have to rework the spawns and how they're implemented now, or they'd have to do a different like timing situation with spawning, which could screw up loot. So it could cause some like issues here and there. It's just a really basic idea that I've been thinking about for a while that could be kind of cool. And then the other thing too is it gives us, the player, an opportunity to feel more immersed in the world itself, right? So we go in, there's an actual physical location for the traders. We do that. Let's say we take car extract to bridge on woods. We take the car to the bridge on woods. Now we're on woods. All right, let's say we need to do the USEC camp for Prepper, one of the first few quests you get from him. You do that, you load into you load into woods from the bridge, you go over to the USEC camp, you loot up there, you get everything you need, and then you take off. Let's say ZB14, you have the key. That ZB14 bunker, you have two options. You can either extract and go to your hideout, or extract and go to the traders. And then from there, it does the little animation, spawns you in, right? Spawns you into where you picked. Or maybe you wanted to go to a different map, right? Maybe you wanted to go to Shoreline or Customs or Interchange. All right, now let's go to Outskirts, and maybe Outskirts can be the transfer extraction from that map to the other map, from woods to some other map. And so it just gives us an opportunity to play the game longer and not be in a menu the whole time, right? Because we all know that you spend more time, at least in my opinion, and I die a lot, so it could just be me, but I spend a lot more time in the menu trying to accept tasks, buy and sell stuff, especially on the flea market, get kit sorted, all that stuff, and then I'm in a raid for, at tops, what is it, like 50-55 minutes tops at a raid, and then I'm back in my menu, right, in a menu. So if everything was more immersed around the PMC and the player, I think it could make the game a lot more fun. But that kind of wraps it up for my open world concept, kind of like semi open world concept, if you will. Let's head out to the full cam to wrap up today's video. All right, guys, that is going to wrap it up for my open world concept, semi open world concept, whatever you want to call it, for Escape from Tarkov, a part of my little wish list series I'm doing. Like I said in the intro, this will be the last one I do for a little while until I hear some feedback from you guys on maybe some different aspects of the game to cover for this wish list. Guys, in the comment section down below, let me know what you're thinking of this series. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Especially with this concept, you know, I haven't really heard a lot of people talk about it that much. So if it interests you, let me know. Maybe there's some parts of it that could break the game. Let me know down in the comments. You know, let's have a discussion down there about this open world concept and the wishlist series in general. I stream live on Twitch every day of the week, playing this game, playing Call of Duty Warzone. So if you want to go over there, say hi, give a follow, I'd greatly appreciate it. The link for that will be down in the description. I also post all of my stream highlights, on TikTok. So if you guys want to head over there to the platform, see what I've been up to during my stream sessions, the link for that will be down in the description. I appreciate it if you guys would go over there, leave a follow, and say hi in the comments. But that's going to wrap it up for me, guys. Look out for this coming Tuesday's video. It's going to be my top 3 like budget loadouts, which will be kind of fun. But that's it for me, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell, as all of those will greatly help the channel grow. Thank you all for viewing, hanging out, and watching the video. I appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Peace.